Morning, guys! Or at least it's morning for me. Happy New Year! I cannot believe it is already 2018. 2017 went by so fast. Like, I feel like I've never experienced a year go by that quickly. I hope you guys are having already a great start to your 2018. I pray that it continues for you and that your resolutions don't just become an event, they become decisions. So I wanted to share with you guys some reflections of that I had the last couple days, from December 2017 till January 2018. It was weird because right after my birthday, but before Christmas and maybe like even after Christmas, I was having like a lot of dreams that were just like disgusting. And they were all this is literally so embarrassing to say, but hey, the dreams were they were very sexual dreams. They were very sexually disturbing dreams, and I would think that they were dreams that kind of like reflected in a way this side of me that I know God saved me from before I even got there. So I didn't in my crazy relationship life, I didn't get that far. Yeah, it wasn't that crazy yet. It was, if I wasn't careful, it was gonna lead that way, but it was not that crazy, and I thank God for not even delving into it. But there were times where it was considered and the offering was there and stuff like that, and the path was emerging to go that way, to go that route, but I didn't. And it really doesn't matter who it was about or what was involved or who was involved in the dream. All I knew when I woke up from these dreams, I would wake up. My dreams are usually when I wake up, like I feel like it's super real, super real. So I wake up from these dreams and I felt, because you guys know I'm celibate. I've been celibate for a year. That's crazy. But I wake up and I'd feel so defeated. I'd wake up and think that, like, wow, like, did I lose it? Like, is it still here? I'd be like scared that like I broke my promise, to God, or most importantly that like I didn't stay committed, I didn't stay consistent, and just this fear of that I'm not strong enough to go through with it, which in my past was a reoccurring thing, like inconsistency and giving up, like was a thing. So that is a fear of mine, promising that I'll do one thing and then I like end up not doing it. So I would wake up feeling that way. I would wake up literally, I think, for like the first 5 minutes of after, you wake up out your crusty sleep, thinking that this was real, like it did actually happen. And I'd wake up like, oh my gosh, Nia, really? Like, come on, But then like 10 seconds after, I'd realize, no, like I'll be like, it's still here. I didn't do anything. Okay, good. Woo! Like that's how I'd feel. And after a couple of these dreams, I really started to like ask myself, I'm like, why do I feel this way? Like, why? No, like not even why like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? And I just spoke with God one time and I was just like, a dream is a dream and reality is reality. A dream is a dream. It in no way means that that's actually real or that it's actually going to happen. So even though it felt real, I just continued to tell myself that it's not real. This is a lie. And I remember just singing a song one day, and the gospel song, everything the enemy told me, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Like I was just singing that out of my head, and I was like, wait a minute, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's not true. And I was like, okay, it's a lie. And then I'm like, so why why is this happening? Or why do I feel like this might be happening? I shared it with my sister and she just told me, first off, the enemy is a bum for like attacking you in your dreams. That just means that your spiritual growth has been so good so far that now he's attacking you in your dreams. That's like a bum move. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, come on, because he's attacking you when you're most vulnerable, when you're like, who does that? That's like a bum move. She was saying that, and you have to be careful because once you accept that you've been defeated in the spirit, because you could feel like it, like how I woke up, but if I started to accept it, like, oh my goodness, maybe I can't do this, maybe I can't commit to this, maybe I blah 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 blah. Once you start to accept your defeat in the spirit, then it's definitely gonna manifest in the real world. Period. Like, before you know it, you'll think you still have the strength to commit, but it's gonna break you down. Once you accept your defeat in the spirit, it becomes very, very difficult for you to commit in the real world. And she shared that with me, and I was happy I shared it with her because I was like, no, I don't feel defeated. And I'm glad that I didn't create like a sob story for myself, like, oh my goodness, like, can I really do this? Can I do that? And then, and I'm just like, wait a minute. First off, this whole celibacy thing, listen, it's just 1 year, but I know for a fact it is not by my strength. I know that it is not only by my strength. It is the strength of God within me, pushing me through and like getting me to this space where like I don't even really like think about it. And so if I know that it's not just by my might and it's God's strength that has also brought me to this 1 year of success, if I know that it's by God's strength and I see that it's God with me, then I have nothing to be afraid of. I have absolutely nothing to be afraid of. I don't have to be afraid that I'll fail one day or that I'll disappoint him one day. And I think it's really important to celebrate yourself in the small victories. If you don't acknowledge that one first step that you took, you can almost be discouraged and by like the bigger picture. Congratulate yourself for the small things that you do, for the small steps that you're taking. They don't have to be these big major steps for you to actually pat yourself on the back. You chose not to watch that thing that you usually always watch. Congratulations. You said no to someone for the first time for the betterment of yourself and your own health. Congratulations. You started your new year off with God. Congratulations. That's different from what you did the last time. And maybe even if you start off inconsistent, you took that first step. My pastor used to say that he used to quote, that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. You've taken that one step. Pat yourself on the back for that one step. Congratulate yourself for that one step. Yes, it's one step, but it's one step. It's one step ahead. And what the devil wants you to do is, is to make it seem like that's some little thing. Like, really? You got this much more steps to go. You really think this one step is really pushing you forward? Let me tell you something. It is. It really is pushing you forward because you got the strength to take that one step. It's going to encourage you to take the next step. Before you know it, you're a light jogger. Before you know it, you're pacing. Before you know it, you're freaking running. But you wouldn't have been able to learn any of that if you didn't take the one step, let alone be discouraged after you take the one step and then just be like, nah, man, like that one step. Do not despise the days of humble beginnings. And to be honest, like, when I was just thinking about it, I was just like, this is how you know something great is coming. This is how you know. when you take that one step, then you got that person in front of you is like, where are you going? That person that wants to hold you back, that person that sees you leaving out of your chains and brokenness and is like, wait, hold up. Where are you going? That's how you know things won't move until you move. And then once you start moving, it gets all out of whack, even if it is one step. And I feel like that's what the devil was trying to do. And I just thank God, I was just encouraged because I was just like, and mind you, all of this literally happened in like 20 seconds after I woke up from this one dream, after a couple of them. I was just thinking to myself that, like, I just thank you, God, because something is coming. And number one, I know that if I'm under attack by the enemy, number one, he has to get permission from you. So that's even a good look for me, because then you don't put us through tests and trials that we are not yet ready for. And then on top of that, if I'm already in your hands, because you're the one who approves everything, and I know that the power is you and not in the enemy has no power, and he has to take approval from you first, so he has no power. I'm instead glad, because it's like at the end of the day, I'm in your hands. I like that's way better. So then I shouldn't be afraid of these tests and trials, because I know you love me, and I know that because you love me, you've given me power, even more power than the enemy himself. So truly, the game is already unfair. The victory is mine all the time, if I believe it to be so, and I believe him to do these things, and I know, most importantly, the source of my victory, then I know that I've already won. Then I know that, like, these dreams are like nothing. Whatever journey that you're on, whether it's you want to lose weight this year, you too just became celibate, you want to try something new every day, you want to, whatever it is that you're changing about your life, know that to change a habit, I believe it takes, like a month or so. And within that time, if you mess up here and there, it's okay. It's the fact that you've made the decision, the conscious decision, to get up and actually change something about yourself. That's the beauty. That's the point. So even if you mess up after making that decision, it's still better than not making the decision at all. When I decided to be celibate in my walk with God, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't even know if I was strong enough to commit to that. And there were some mistakes that I did along the line that could have potentially jeopardized it, but all I needed to do was to take that first step, to make that first decision, and God did the rest. Because when you make that decision, you're affirming where your heart lies. It's like a reading of your heart. You've had a conviction. You're already doing a good job. Pat yourself on the back. Do not forget to celebrate yourself for the little things. Pat yourself on the back, because they may seem little to you, but literally they are bigger than you could imagine, because that one decision that you've made has now branched a new course in your entire life off of one decision. Know that you are victorious in everything that you do. Don't let people make your victories seem small. And I feel like sometimes, God, being such a big God, celebrates you only when you do, or when you have big victories, and then punishes you when you make mistakes or something. But what I've learned so far is that he doesn't. You fall and you get back up. It's in your getting up. He doesn't judge you when you fall. Therefore, you shouldn't judge yourself. Because fall you will, but you will also get up. And you need to congratulate yourself for getting up. Because while you fought to get up, Some others are still down and they're comfortable. They're making themselves comfortable while they're down. But you decided to get up and continue to keep walking. Take another step and another step and another step. You know you are victorious when you know who is in control and who's on your side. He has your best interests at heart. When I reminded myself of these things, those dreams stopped coming. This is January, 11th? And I haven't had one since. That's not to say that more tests won't come and more trials won't come. That's not to say that at all. But through those tests and trials, when you continue to reflect and remind yourself, when you actively do things like this, by the time the next trial comes, you'll be already maybe you'll start out panicking, but you're like, wait a minute. Oh, no, I remember who's in control. And then you're good. That wouldn't have been my first card to pull after I woke up from these dreams if I didn't know that, if I didn't believe that, if I didn't experience it before. They're there to exercise you speaking life into yourself. Exercise your faith in God. Exercise your trust in Him. Utilize the tools that He's given you. Believing in yourself more and more and more. Remembering that you've gotten out of it before and you will get out of it again. I think the thing that what was going on in these dreams was trying to make me believe that I couldn't do it, or that if this one person got back into my life or something, I'd forget every single else thing and just fall back into the old me or something like that. And I was like, no, because first off, this ain't my power solely. So no, I'm not just going to fall right back into it. It's not going to happen. Because He's not going to allow me to do that. And I won't allow myself to do that. What I'm going through, the changes that I've gone through, the person that I am today, compared to 1 year ago, Nia, is different. And it is real. And I have changed. It's evident. I see it. There may be small things every day. There may even be some big things every day. But I see it in me, and it's here, and it's evident, and it's real, and it's manifesting. So that lie is what it is. It's a lie. It's not true. I'm not going to slide back. I'm not going to fall back because I'm strengthened. I'm a better person. I have new tools. I have new knowledge that I didn't have before. So you trying to tell me that it doesn't work, or that I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or that this is just, some temporary thing, that it's not real, that's a lie. And that's what the devil wants to tell you. He wants to convince you that the changes that you've gone through ain't nothing, and he wants to minimalize them. But you have to know that, no, wait a minute, hold up. Even if it's Nia from 2 hours ago, it's a change, and nobody can take that away from you, take that realization from you, except for yourself. You know that you've changed. Doesn't matter whether it's big or small. The truth of it is in your spirit that you know that you've changed. And, sometimes he'll try and compare it to other people's journeys and things like that. Well, you haven't changed like this person, or you're not at this level yet. So how do you know that you've really changed? You know that you've changed. You know you have. That's all you need to be encouraged by. It's the fact that no. It's real. For me, I have, and stand in that truth and be empowered by it. So, Happy New Year, guys. I'm going to try and be more structured with this channel. That's also one of my New Year's resolutions. I write in my own diary all the time, and always some good stuff, and I always want to do the video diaries of them, but I'm a little shy. But we'll get it together. I wish you guys an amazing New Year, and I pray that you celebrate yourself more this year. Yeah. Have a good one. Bye.